What is up, everyone? It's Drakey57 to return chance. Today is April 2nd, 2025. We're gonna hop on and do a market watch. As you guys can see, I have plenty of cards to talk about. I do have a lot more that I want to talk about, but this is just what I'm gonna fill this market watch up with because there's so many cards moving around in the market. Of course, if you guys seen the leaks already for the Course Entry Stampede set, you guys know what I'm talking about. There's also been a couple more Konami reveals that have been happening today and yesterday. But we'll get to that when we get to it. First up, I want to bring up is Quantum Cat. So apparently this card is being tech with Silhouette Rabbit. So you could bring this card out and easily have access to a Wing Beast Wind Monster. So let's take a look at it. We have a couple comments right here. I mean, we have plenty of common printings right here, but the one that is going low on listing is the Shatter Foil, which is technically the highest rarity. So it says activate this card by declaring one monster type and one attribute. Special summon this card as a normal monster. Level 4, attack 0, defense 22 with that type and attribute. So a lot of people are already running Silhouette Rabbit. Of course, we know Odeon is playing Silhouette Rabbit. By declaring, let's say, Wind and Wing Beast, you're able to have access to that type of card, which lets you play Harpy's Feather Storm, which is a really strong floodgate. We'll take a look at Harpy's Feather Storm in a bit, but that's basically what this card is being used for. I'm not sure what it was at, but it does look like right now we have our cheapest listing at $375, only 4 listings on the market, and then we go up to like $6-7ish with shipping. But like I said, we do have commons available. I'm not sure if this little tech is gonna take off, but it's something you just want to be aware about. Silhouette Rabbit, generic link to it's able to set continuous spell trap that could summon itself onto the field, and so that's why I wanted to bring it up, just because it's easily accessible. And like I said, Odeon is playing Silhouette Rabbit. I know there's a couple other decks that could play Silhouette Rabbit as well, so just something you want to keep in mind. Don't want to run into Harpy's Feather Storm. What does Harpy's Feather Storm do? It's a floodgate. Basically, if you control a Wing Beast monster until the end of the turn, negate any monster effects your opponent activates. So it just floodgates your opponent out of monster effect. I did see that it's dropping down in price, so I think this card might be one of those cards you want to pick up now. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to get banned anytime soon, since it's not really seeing play. The last time I saw this card getting played was when Flunderies was running it. But that could always come, in and out of the format. 52 listings on the market. We have it at $823, $836, $875, $894. So under $10 right now. But I definitely can see this card rising up in price. Course Entry Seeker is the highest rarity. We do have other rarities available for my budget players. It did come out in the 25th anniversary rarity collection 1. So there's other copies available that you guys could go pick up for cheaper. But if you want to invest in the higher rarity, I think this card might be one of those cards you want to pick up. Moving on, we have 7 Tachyon from the Maze of Masters set. And let's see, we have 93 listings. You want to come here? So this card has actually came down in price. We had this card sitting at, say hi to Rocky. We had this card sitting at like above $60. Now we have it going down to $54.50, so under $60, which is actually pretty surprising. I was expecting this card to maybe hit like the $100 price point. Go back down. $100 price point. But it did not. I guess people are waiting to see if Bonfire gets hit, to see if they actually have to play this card to have more consistency in the Rizio strategies. I think in the future, this card is going to go up in price. This card could be played in much more than just Rizio. It does lock you into X-Seed monsters, but it only locks you into X-Seed monsters after you use this card. So you're able to do your combos and then go into the XC play. What I've seen a lot of people do recently is play Abyss Shark. No, not Abyss Shark. Surfacing Big Jaws. I said Abyss Shark because I'm playing Abyss Shark. But they're playing Surfacing Big Jaws and adding that along with Shark Drake, or Drake Shark I think it's called, and going into Bahamut Shark and getting a Totally Awesome on the field. So this card equals Totally Awesome. Basically. But yeah, this card right now is under $60. I think it's a good pickup just because I do feel Bonfire might get hit to slow down Rizio a little bit, and then that's going to promote this card to be played because they do want to see some consistency. But let me know how you guys feel about 7 Tachyon. Do you guys see it coming down even further, or going up again? Dragon Master Magio, we did see the leaks. If you guys saw the leaks, you guys know what I'm talking about. Is getting a reprint in the Core Century Stampede set. It's not confirmed leaks. Konami hasn't confirmed it, but a lot of people have been posting it and speculating that it's real. Right now, we have 15 listings on the market. It looks like people have already started to sell under the $1,000 price point. Last time we took a look at this, it was above $1,000. Now we have it at $850, $902, $899, and then $1,000. So we'll see how low of a price point this card hits, but it is one of those cards that's been leaked in the Core Century Stampede set. And so I could see this card coming down in price. Anubis, the Last Judge. It looks like Odeon is one of those strategies that has been doing pretty good and competing at events. Maybe it's because it's a new strategy and people are trying to figure it out, or maybe it's because the deck is actually good. We'll see how much more success it has in the upcoming weeks and see if it maybe continues to get those tops. But this card was sitting around like the $8 price point, 65 listings on the market now. We have it pushing up to $13, $13.90, heading up to the $14 price point. This is a 3-of that you do want to play in the strategy because it is kind of like a searcher. It searches you basically the man with the mark, which is another starter. This card was sitting around, let's see, 1140, 1340. It looks like 1040. So I guess this one has kind of came back to the price point it was selling at when it came out. 117 listings, 1064, 1065, 1070, 1072, 1080, so around like $11. Let me know how you guys feel about this card. I thought this card was actually going to be higher in price than the Anubis Last Judge, because it's a secret rare, so it's technically harder to pull in the Maze and Master set. But it's actually lower in price than it. It's also a 3-of that you want to play, because it is the starter. So I could see actually this card going up in price later on. It really depends on how the Odeon strategy continues to do. Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. So we do have confirmed that we're getting a reprint for Primite Lordly Load in the Battles of Legends set that we're getting in a couple months. I forgot when that's releasing. So I feel like this card is going to be the card that's going to go up in price after we get that reprint, because people are going to be chasing after this since the other one's going to be more accessible. So I think this time, right now, this card is a good pickup. It is at its lowest that I've seen it at. It used to be at a high price point of $43, and then right now we have it at $24, $24.42, $23.42, $24.24, and then $25.49. There's also been a rumor going around that I've seen on YouTube that there was like a Master Duel leak, which leaked like Vanquish Soul support, Primite support. There's like a Primite fusion, I think. I'm not sure if that was like an April Fool's joke that I saw yesterday. It could be, so don't take this information with a grain of salt. I'm just trying to see if maybe that was real. There was like Mitsurugi support and also like Hungry Hamburger support or something like that. Novelist, I think that's the archetype support. So I'll be doing more research on that, but this is just speculation that's going around. I'm not sure how true it is, but either way, I think this card does have a possibility of going up later on in the future once we get that Primite Lordly Load reprint. I could see this going back up to the $40, $50 price point, because I think it is able to search you out Primite Lordly Load. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Mitsurugi Ritual was sitting around like the $10 price point, $13 price point, but we have it going back up, 71 listing. Like I said, maybe because of the speculation of more Mitsurugi support coming out. Also, it's one of those engines that's still being tech with Raizio. Like I said, we had it at 13. Now we have 1650, 1872, $20, 2025, 2030, and then basically like a $20 card now. I did pick up a playset of this around like $13, and then I picked up a couple other two around like the $10 price point. I was gonna tech it, and like I was gonna just I was in like a phase where I'm just testing out different builds. I have like Marinces right now. I have Dinosaurs. I have Horus. I have Sprites. I have Tri Brigade. What else do I have? I have Vanquish Soul as well. So I was just gonna test out this little engine inside that build and see what I could come up with. Just because I thought the the engine was pretty cheap, but it has gone up in price. I'm not sure how high it could go. Maybe it could hit that $30 price point that it was at on release. I think it was. We'll see if that happens again. Fiend Smith Engraver. This is a card that was seen in the leaks this past weekend. 78 listings on the market. It is now down to 1530, 1699, 1850, 1954, and then 1856. People also are speculating that maybe the Fiend Smith engine is going to get hit. So that could be another reason this card is going down in price aside from the leaks. But we'll see what happens with engravers. Fiend Smith's tack was not seen. I did not see it in the leaks for quarter century Stampede. So maybe I'm assuming that's why it's going up in price. But it could be the one that's gets hit. Imagine Fiend Smith's track gets hit, and then what are you gonna use to search out your Lurie? We'll see. 19 listings on the market. This card is at 26, 2750, 2665, 2750, and then 2898. So heading up to the $30 price point. I think that's the highest I ever seen it go up to. I remember I bought like the Core Century Secret Rare for like $30. But yeah, maybe it gets hit. Maybe it gets a reprint. The leaks, I don't think were I didn't see Fiend Smith's track inside the leaks, so maybe that's why also people are going in on it because it's safe from like a reprint, but we'll see. Seventh Extension, another card that was in the leaks. This card was hitting a high price point of $48, but now it's came down in price. 39 listings, $13.50, $12.74, $13.74, $14, $14.99, and then $15. I almost bought one a couple weeks ago for like 40 something dollars just because I wanted to play one or two copies of my Marinces build. I'm glad I didn't go after it. I had a feeling it was maybe gonna get reprinted sometime. I didn't really need the card, so that's why I held off on it, and I'm glad I held off on it because even if the leaks aren't real, there's a possibility that it might be. So I could be getting a reprint in easy access super rare or something. Duke of Demise, I've been seeing a couple decks try to tech. There's like a Fiendsmith engine. I think that there was a Fiendsmith build that top that I think was teching Duke of Demise, because you could technically make it in a Fiendsmith with the Fiendsmith engine. It says 2 Fiend or zombie monsters. Once per turn during your standby phase, pay 500 life points or destroy this card. Cannot be destroyed by battle. You can only use each of the following effects of Duke of Demise once per turn. During your main phase, you can immediately after this card resolves normal summon one monster. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one level 4 or higher Fiend or zombie monster in graveyard added to your hand. So not a bad effect. Basically lets you extend. It gets you an extra normal summon, and then it gets you some a card back to your hand. 84 listings. Looks like this card is right now like around $3-ish. So I think it's a good pickup. Who knows? It might be able to take off later on. Cashier Fenrir I did not see in the leaks. Right now we have it sitting at 144 listings, and it's at $10-ish, I want to say. $944, $845, $951. We do have another version. I think it's ultra rare and ultimate rare. It looks like ultra rares are sitting around like $9-ish. Let's take a look at the ultimate rares. It might be a good pickup. I didn't see it in the leaks either, so it might be safe from Core Century Stampede. I might pick up the ultimate rares. This is the lowest I've seen the ultimate rares hit. They were at $30 back in the beginning of January. Right now at $19.75, $19.89, $19.89, $20.28. I don't think we've seen all the reveals or leaks that are supposed to be in the Core Century Stampede set, so there might be a possibility of this coming out in it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe wait until after the whole set releases. I know we're getting Core Century Stampede, I believe, next week. So I guess keep an eye on Fenrir, and if you guys see the leaks, I mean, you see the reveals, like the full set list, the official full set list, and Fenrir is not in there, I would say come in and pick up the ultimate rares. Chaos Angel, looks like it's been coming down in price. Was at $34 back in the beginning of January. Now we have it at $26.51. It looks like no $22.98, $22.99, $24, and then $26.35 on the first page. So it's been coming down in price. It does have two other printings. It has another secret rare and the ultimate rare as well. We have the other secret rare. Or which one was the one we were taking a look at? I think we were taking a look at Prismatic Secret. I guess the Cyberstorm Axis, since it's technically the original version, it's a little bit higher than the Prismatic Secret Rare, $24.45, $24.49, like a $25, $27 card. And then the Ultimate Rare looks like it's at $38.95. Looks like it's going up in price a little bit. Was at 43 in March, then started hitting 46 as of right now. 31 listings, $38.95, $39, $40. 43, 43, $44. I am looking to pick up probably one copy for my Memento build because I could go into this, I believe. So I think I'm gonna wait until I also fire sold the Memento cards since I saw Memento was getting leaked. About a week ago. No, this past weekend. But yeah, if I see Chaos Angel isn't revealed in the Chorus Chantry Stampede set, I'm gonna come in and get my ultimate rare version, just because it's not too much more expensive than the prismatic or the secret rare. For $20 extra, not even 20. How much did we say? It was like 25, 24. Oh yeah, like $20 extra, you could get like the highest rarity, which has a lower chance of going down in value. M3 Glory of Horus hasn't gone up too much in price, but it is kind of low on listings. 38 listings. It's getting lower and lower every time I see them. 30 listings available. This is the one from the 25th anniversary 10s. We have it at $23.43, $23.47, $23.50, $23.90, $24, and then $24 on the first page. It does have another printing. It has a Core Century Secret Rare printing, and it also has a regular Secret Rare that came from Age of Overlord. These Age of Overlord copies are at $21.40, $22, 47 listings. $22.80, $22.99, and then $22. The Quarter Century Secret Rare, let's see what it's at. 17 listing. It looks like the Quarter Century has started to go up in price. 17 listings, $93.95, $93.09, $95.47, and then we hit the $100 mark on the first page. So something you want to be aware about. The Horus engine is actually pretty good. It basically lets you turbo out rank 8 monsters, and yeah, it doesn't lock you out of anything. So just something to consider. I've been playing it in my new Dino build with the Ryo G stuff, so I've been liking it. Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis was one of those cards that was also revealed in the leaks. It does have three printings actually, a Core Century Secret Rare, a Secret Rare, and then an Ultra Rare. These Ultra Rares were sitting around like above the $20 mark. Same with the Secret Rare, but now it's dropping down in price. We have it at 14 for the Ultra Rares, and then Prismatic Secret it's under 15. Core Century has done nothing but go up. It was around 137. I regret not buying mine around the $120, $130 price point that I was at. Before, I had a hunch feeling this card was gonna go up in price. I just didn't. Sometimes I just need to listen to my gut and just go for it. 12 listings now, 211, 290, 211.99, 249, 249, and 250 on the first page. How high do you guys see Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis going? Sky Striker Ace Ray, the alternative art from Battle of the Legend and Terminal Revenge. Looks like it's got bought out. Only 2 listings on the market. Damn, the lowest listing on this is $999. What was this last sale at? The last sale was at $400. Then we had $365, $300. So it sold above 300, and then basically sold for $400 right here. And then we have the cheapest listing at $1,000. That is crazy. Let me know how you guys feel about this buyout right here. We did get announced new Sky Striker support, 2 new cards. I think it's a link and a spell card. I think the new link too is able to search out Engage. So now you don't have to go into, what's her name? I think I forgot the blue one. Not the blue one. It's a link monster, but yeah, it is a blue one, right? Is it the water one? Is Shizu? No, Shizuku. I think it's Shizuku or something like that. That lets you search out, but at the end of the turn. Anyways, moving on, we're going to take a look at Rose from Battles of Legends Terminal Revenge. This one has also been going up in price, was sitting around like $82. Now we only have 66 listings on the market. Looks like this card has reached a $200 price point, $200, $250, and then $500. I did want to take a look at another version of Rose though. The other version of Rose is a Starlight Rare that you guys might want to go after. Since it's technically a higher rarity than the Core Center Secret Rare, if you want to say that. I'm not really sure if you guys put Starlights over Core Sentry Secrets or Core Sentry Secrets over Starlights. I guess that's a personal preference. But this version of Rose is at 8069, 8249, 9149, and then 108.99 on the first page, going up to 120. So if you guys wanted an alternative of high rarity Rose and you don't want to spend the $200 price point that the Core Sentry is at right now, you could always come for the original version of Rose right here from that's Starlight. I don't know, just something to think about. We have Metatronus, another card that was revealed in the leaks. And for Stampede, it has gone down in price, was hitting a high price point of $9. Now we have it at $194, $190, $306, $314, $328, and then $348. Actually a good meta card that was put in the set, because I've seen this card get a lot more play. Crimson Dragon, another leak. Let's actually take a look at the... Oh, it has 3 copies. Actually 4 versions. Crimson Dragon. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so we have the Core Sentry. Looks like it's at 30 listings. Like I said, I know I said these before, but I just want to remind you guys that Konami did mention that if a card already has a Core Sentry Secret Rare version, they're not going to reprint that again. So this card is safe from being reprinted. Not like the card itself, but like this rarity. So you don't have to worry about even though this card was revealed in the Core Sentry Stampede set, you don't have to worry about this Core Sentry Secret Rare being in that set. They're probably gonna only put the Platinum in there, the Super, the Ultra, the Secret, the Prismatic Ultimate, and the Prismatic Collector Rare version of this card in the Stampede set. Was at 121 back in January, but looks like it's been coming up to 186. Actually, no, it's been dropping down in price. Maybe that's because of the leaks, and then people having more rarities available to them. They just want to get rid of this one. 118, 119, 120, 124, 125, 128, and then 131. Because it does show that this card was hitting a high price point of 186, but now we have listings at 118, 120. So yeah, go figure. We had this card, the Ultra version, is still sitting at 32. No, it was sitting at market price 32, but we have listings for it now at $15, $15, $16. Secret Rare, I know was like around 30 to 40 as well, but we have it dropping down to $13. And then where's the other one? Oh, here it is. The other Prismatic Secret Rare, same thing, was sitting around $30, $40. Now it's down to under $15. Surfacing Big Jaws. This is a card that we saw being tech with the 7th, what is it? Ascension, right? 7th Ascension or Tachyon? 7th Tachyon? Where was I at? So basically you're able to go into a quick Totally Awesome into this, because you're able to search out Surfacing Big Jaws. by revealing number, I forgot what number it was. It was one of the water ones. And then since you already did play a spell card, which would have been 7 Tachyon, you get to special summon this, and then this searches out Drake Shark right here. And then you go into Bahamut Shark, which lets you go into Totally Awesome. This card was sitting around like $3, hit a high price point of $8 because of the hype, but has came back down to 97 listings. We have it now at 370, 444, 445, and then 450, 469. I know I have it somewhere else in here as a core centric secret. We'll get to it, won't get to it, but that's basically what it's going being used for. Veruda is the final bringer of time. The final bringer of times. Only has one printing currently from Legacy of Destruction. Actually, 2 prints. That is a quarter century secret rare too, which we'll take a look at. Was sitting at a low price point of $14, but it has been stabilizing to the $16 price point, $16.25, $17.22, and then $17.29. I see this card being teched with the Ryuji engine, just because you're able to easily make this. We do have some Ryuji support coming out. I think in Duelist Alliance we have like a new Pendulum Dragon Ryuji, and then I think it's a trap card as well. So maybe this card might go up in price then when that new Ryuji support comes out. Was sitting at a low price point, I think at $65-ish. No, let's take a look at the ear graph. So we added at a high of 162, 90, 87. Then we have 56. And let's see what it's at right now. We have 20 listings. Looks like we have the lowest listing at... That's Japanese, doesn't count. That Japanese doesn't count. We have 61.38, 66.99, $67, 67. Is this the lowest this card has been? No, the lowest is 54. So I see it going up a little bit in price. But we'll see what happens with the if the Ryuji support helps it go up later on. I think we talked about this card on our market watch before. It's basically being used with the Odeon strategy to be able to access either like Nibiru or I also see what's that card? There's a card that protects. It protects your back row. Where is it at? I know it's gonna come out right here. It did not come out. What is that card called? I think you guys know what I'm talking about though. It's the one that protects. It's the rock that helps you protect your back row. You reveal it, and then your back row is protected. So basically, Galleon Grindite is being used to search either that or Nibiru out. I'm assuming. But yeah, it has gone up in price. The ultra rares used to be sitting at the $2 price point. Now they're at like $5. And we have the Secret Rare. This one used to be sitting at like same $1.60, $2. Now we have it like at $6-7-ish. So if you guys maybe have some 2020-10 bulk, go search out the bulk and search out your Gallant Grindite. Put them up for sale. Bone Party, one of the cards that was revealed in the leaks. This card has came down in price. Was sitting at like $20-ish. Now sitting at $7, and I could see it dropping down even further if the leaks are true. $8, $8.75. This is gonna be probably like a $2-3 card after we get confirmed that the Bone Party is in the Stampede set. Vanquish Soul. I saw a lot of Vanquish Soul cards. Let's actually take a look at all of them. I saw a lot of Vanquish Soul cards going up in price and low on listings. Vanquish Soul Caesar only at 8 listings. We have it at $46.80 cheapest listing. We have Vanquish Soul Raisin, also collector rare, 9 listings, $48. Looks like it's above market price. Vanquish Soul Chaolong. I remember buying these for like I think $16 to $20, and I did sell off my Vanquish Soul high rarity core just because I saw that Vanquish Soul Dr. Madlove was revealed in the leaks. Also, I saw Pantera revealed in the leaks. So I just went ahead and sold those off. I'm not going to take any chances. But Jiaolong, right now at $50-ish, lowest listing, 6 listings. We have Vanquish Soul Dr. Madlove, 7 listings at $37.90 lowest listing. Then we have Heavy Borger, 13 listings, $34.90. I also saw that in the OCG, Vanquish Soul is being used with being tech with the Regenesis. R-Type, which we'll probably be getting at the end of this month. I think that's when the that deck building set comes out. So we'll see how it does when we do get that Regenesis archetype here. But I think that's another reason why the Vanquish Souls cards are going up in price. 21 listings on the Ultra Rare, 1250 looks like it's market price. 26 listings on Caesar Values for the Ultra Rare, 1229. Pantera 459. I see a Raisin actually going up in price. We have it at 39 listings, so kind of going lower on listings. Last time I took a look at it, oh, it looks like, yeah, it is going up price. Was $1, now going up to 227. So this one is going up in price, maybe because it didn't get leaked in the in the what do you call it, in the reveals that were going on this past weekend. Also, the Ultra Rare is going up to $2. These are also going up to maybe like $2, $1.38 now. Prismatic Seekers right here, Heavy Burger, $1.11, 81 cents. So these are still cheap. Rock the Vanquisher was another one I saw for the Vanquisher archetype that was going up in price. For the Ultimate Rare, I remember these were like $6-ish. Actually, they came back down. $6.99, $7, $7.50, $7.75, $10. I sold some for like $15 each, or $20. I think it was this one that I posted. Yeah, I sold a playset of this for $13.99 each. So I guess they came down in price. Let's take a look at the other Vanquish. So, the other Rock the Vanquishers. Because I did not see Rock the Vanquisher being revealed in the leaks. Why is it not coming out? Okay, so it looks like these haven't gone up in price. Only the Ultimate Rare was the one that got hyped up for a bit. These are still under $1 if you do want access to the Vanquish Soul strategy. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more Vanquish Soul cards in the Stampede set. The only cards that I saw revealed for Vanquish Soul was Dr. Madlove and Pantera. Doesn't mean that the other ones aren't going to be in there. It doesn't mean that they are going to be in there. So just be careful when buying Vanquish Soul cards. Galaxy Eye Cypher X Dragon looks like it is above $10 now. I remember picking up this card around like $3-4-ish to play in the Ryuji strategy, just because I'm able to go into it. Right now we have 34 listings on the market. We have it at $10, $11.24, $11.40, $11.49, $12.04, and then $12.25. Let me know how high you guys think this card will go up to. Does this only have one printing? Looks like, yeah, this card only has one printing from Ghost from the Past. Not a set that's too old. Maybe like 3 years ago, I think it was. 4 years ago. I'm not sure when Ghost from the Past came out. But it only has one printing. So we'll see how high it hits. Sanjin Wakes from the Millennium. I specifically wanted to look at the Quarter Century Seeker because I saw it was low on listings, but we'll take a look at this Ultra, which is at $520, $550, $465, $599. I know this card was being used as an extender at one point just because it's a free kind of like level 8 body. All you have to do is pay 2,000 life points. You could place this card in the spell and trap zone as a continuous spell, and then you pay 2,000 life points and you special summon it. And then you can add one Millennium monster from your deck to your hand. Could you add itself? I think you could add itself too. But let's take a look at the Quarter Century Seeker Rare. Quarter Century Seeker Rare was sitting around $21 back in February, but it has gone up in price. 10 listings available for this card. We have a German for $31.99. Then after that, we hit $46.01, $47, $47.95, and $50 on the first page. $60 right here. Let me know what you guys think of Sanjin Wakes from the Millennium. If you think it's just one of those cards that's like a collector card and people just want to collect, like, the Millennium strategy, just because it's popular because it has Exodia in it. Or if you think it's one of those cards that is going up because it's like a good tech choice, because it's an extender. Sky Striker Ace Raid, the Ultimate Rare, has kind of gone up in price. This card used to be at a low price point of under $10. Looks like we have moderately played, heavily played, lightly played. We hit our first lightly played at $13. Only 50 listings on the market. 11.79, 14.45, 14.50, 14.95. Let's see how many versions of Raid do we have. I think this one is getting looked at just because it's one of those kind of high rarity versions of Raid that you could have access to, because the Horus Sentries are pretty expensive. Yeah, we have this one, and I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's the other. I could have sworn this Raid had another. Has this version not been reprinted as a Core Sentry Seeker Rare? I could have sworn it was reprinted as a Core Sentry Seeker Rare. I guess not. I guess aside from the alternative art Ray that we have here, which is at 2 listings, the only other, I guess, high rarity Ray you could play is this one right here. Interesting. But again, wanted to remind you guys, there is 2 versions of Rose. There's a Core Sentry alternative art version, and then there's a Starlight version. The Core Sentry is at like $200. The last sale for this was at $136. But you do have this one that's under $100. That has a couple listings on under $100, and it's a Starlight, so I could see this one possibly getting bought out next. Anguish, another reveal leak from Core Sentry Stampede, was sitting around like let's see, $24, came down to like $14, $15. Now we have it at $12.04, $12.04, $12.08, $12.99, and I could see it continuing to drop in price as well. We'll see what happens in the upcoming week with this card. Obedience Schooled has 2 versions available. This card is being 3 versions available. This card is being teched in the Yummy archetype, which is actually doing really good in the OCG. I think it's one of the better decks of the format over there in the OCG. Not sure when this card is going to get reprinted, or if it's going to get a reprint at all when we get the Yummy archetype. But we do have 2 super rare rarities for this card: Legacy of Valiant version and 2014 Megatins version. Technically the highest rarity is the ultra rare right here from Battle of the Legend Armageddon. Was at 63 cents, hit a high price point of like $5-ish I remember selling it at. But now we have 49 listings on the market. It looks like it has calmed down to 264, 265, 320, 247, 250. I'm gonna let you guys decide on this one if you guys think it's a good pickup right now, or is it maybe getting a reprint? Should we just wait for a reprint later on? Because technically, I'm not really sure when we're getting the Yummy archetype. That could be like months from now. Bond between student and teacher, I believe, only has 1 printing, and that's why it's up in price. I think it's one of those Dark Magician cards, like collectibles or whatever. Was sitting around like $15 back in January, but right now we have 16 listings on the market. It's at $24.95, $24.99, $26.44, $34.99, $36.99. I actually wouldn't be surprised if this card is in the Core Sentry Stampede set. Konami is still revealing cards for that set. This week, I mean, we got some today. We got some nostalgia reprints revealed today. I forgot what they were, but I wouldn't be surprised if they revealed this one later on this week, since it only has 1 printing from Dual Power. Light and Darkness Dragon Lord, looks like it's steadily going up in price. This card used to be at a low price point, under $2, but right now we have it at 70 listing, $465, $448, $599, $610, $479 on the first page. I can see this card. It's actually a really good card if you're able to make it. I know Branded could easily make this in their strategy, and it provides them like 3 negates, so definitely something to think about. I did see some Branded cards going up in price. Snake Eyes Doom Dragon Core Sentry Seeker Rare. I believe we have some new like White Forest or something that's able to like make this. We have some new support that's coming out. 3 listings available for this card. It got bought out. We have it at 40, 57, 51, 85. I actually took a look at this card 2 days ago, and it was around like $28-ish. I was thinking about buying it, But it looks like now, yeah, someone beat me to it, and we have our cheapest listing at 40.57. But we do have ultra, I think ultra rare or secret rare that's available for the budget player if you guys don't want to go in on the higher rarity. It looks like the secret rare hasn't gone up too much, 222, $2, $3. So it's starting to go up to the $5 price point, but way better than paying that $50 price point that it's at for the Core Century Secret. So if you guys need this card, I think I heard people say that it's being used with the new White Forest stuff. I know it says Snake Eye, but I know Snake Eye uses like White Forest. You're able to mix them, right? Am I right about that? Am I wrong about that? Someone in the comments correct me if I'm wrong about that. Next card we have. Oh, we already took a look at Vanquish Soul Raisin. We already know it's going up in price. Next card is Mask Hero Dark Law Core Century Secret Rare. We did have some reveals for some tactical tri decks that are going to be in the OCG. I think they're getting new support or something. And so this card went up in price because of that. It's just hype. Was sitting around like $15-ish. Now we have our cheapest listing at $30, $30, $32.50, $33, $33.18, $34.49 on the first page. I actually used to see a lot of people when I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Taking like I think it was Mass Change or Mass Change 2 and then go into like a Dark Law place. Not really sure how viable that is. In today's Yu-Gi-Oh! How many people are still trying to tech that? But, it's one of those things that could possibly come up again. It's a floodgate. It says any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. So I mean, it could come back. I don't know. Dark Blade. This is a memento that I did not see in the leaks, so maybe it could stay up in price. 24 listings. This card is at $38.80, $42.25, $42.39, $44.89, $47.21. We have not got all the leaks or all the reveals for this Core Century Stampede set, but I'm thinking maybe since there's memento stuff in there, this could be in there. I'm just speculating at this point. I'm not taking a risk. Herald of Art like Core Century Secret Rare has gone up in price because it's being used in the Yummy archetype, and so people saw that and are just getting prepared for it. It was sitting around like $12-ish back in January, but right now we have 15 listings on the market. We have our cheapest listing at $17.73, then we go up to $20.50, then $24.70, heading up to $30 on the bottom of the first page. I could see this card maybe taking a dip down once people forget about the Yummy archetype and just want to sell this off later on. But it is possibly gonna go up again when the closer we get to the release of the Yummy archetype, because they do play this in the strategy. Destructive Dharma Cannon, another card that was revealed in the leaks, has gone down in price. 116 listings. It is now under $5. This is a card that was, I think, hitting the $8 to $9 mark. We have an Evil Hero Dusted Gold. I think it's also going down in price because it had a market price of, let's say, like $35-ish. Now it's $20, $24.99, $30. Looks like I could have sworn this card was revealed in the leaks. Yeah, I could have sworn this card was revealed in the leaks. Look, we have a $10 listing, $20 listing. I don't think people have seen this one in the leaks, but I could have sworn I saw it revealed in there. It was selling like around $30, but then it took like a dip down, and I think that's because of the leak. So we have $10, $10, $10. So yeah, I would say stay away from buying Evil Hero Dusted Gold and wait for the Stampede set one. Totally Awesome QCR, I think, is a good pickup. Just because 7 Tachyon, right? Not 7th extension. 7 Tachyon lets you basically turbo this out by just using Drake Shark and surfacing Big Jaws, and I think it could people might, if they have the space for it, why not throw it in and then just end after you're done with your combos, go into Shark and Totally Awesome. If your deck has space for it, you get a free negate out. 34 listings on the market. We have this $18, $19.95, $19, $20, $20.72, $20.99, and then $20.24. I think Mermio Atlantean won like a YCS event overseas, And I know Mermails play 2 Bahamut Shark and could go into double totally awesome. I don't think Konami's gonna hit Mermails though. If they do, they're probably gonna hit like more like Glacier or something like that. I think Totally Awesome's safe from like the ban list. But I'm just speculating. I could be wrong. I don't know the future of cards, future of card prices. So that could possibly change. Maybe they hit Toad. I don't know. We saw Caesar already. Mermia Biscayos. This is a card that I saw in the leaks. So it has came down in price. Was sitting at like 58, then 57, 56, but now we have listings at 24, 25, 26.19, 27.49 at the bottom of the first page. So under $30 now. And like I said, it was in leaks, so that's why it's probably going down in price. Nibiru, the Primal Being, has actually gone up in price. We have 15 listings on the market. This card was selling for $57.60 in March, but now we have it hitting a price point of $80, $76, $90, $95, $99, $110, $116, going up to $120 on the first page. I would be careful with this one just because we did see an alternative art version of Nibiru and an alternative art version of Effect Veiler that we're probably going to get over here in the future. That card is probably going to have like a Starlight Rare version. If they continue doing these like, rarity collection sets where they reprint like, cards in multiple rarities. If Konami continues to do that, I could see that version of Nibiru inside that set and possibly making this card drop in value. So I would be careful. I would be careful with buying this one, even though I actually really like this version, just because of this little, I guess, error in the attack and defense zone. You can see the numbers are kind of different than how they are in like other cards. That's the reason I personally like this one. It's my favorite version. Life Twin Kisakil Frost, we do have going up in price. This card was at the $82 price point back in January. Now we have it at 9 listings. It's up to, we have one listing over here, $103, then go up to $149, $150, $167, and $200. We have support for Life Twin coming out. I think we have a new Link 1 that's supposed to make the deck more consistent and better. So I guess people are preparing for that. Let me know how you guys feel about Life Twin Kisakil Frost. Do you guys continue seeing it to go up, or is it going to come back down? We have King of the Swamp, which I actually mentioned on a Market Watch, I think a month ago. This card, I saw being teched in with the Dragon Tail strategy. I think they played 3 of these. We had it sitting at $2-3-ish. We do have 4 listings on the market, so very low on listings. We have one listing at $450, another listing at $450. We have Core TCG over here with the little wall with 16 copies, $5.99. Then we have another listing by the same Core TCG, 16 copies, $5.99. So I guess, yeah, it's low on listings. This is technically the highest rarity of King of the Swamp. I did see a little bit more listings of King of the Swamp a while back. I think it was like at 8 or 10 listings. But technically, that Secret Rare from Speed Duel is the highest rarity. The only one after that is the Super Rare from the Hobby League. And then I think I saw a Dual Terminal somewhere in there. Where's the Dual Terminal? I know we have a Dual Terminal version of King of the Swamp, which is also a high rarity, but technically the Secret Rare is, in my opinion, a higher rarity than the Super Rare Hobby League or this Dual Terminal Rare. So something you might want to consider. What I'm waiting for is to see if King of the Swamp gets revealed in the Stampede set as a reprint. If it's not in there, then I'm gonna go after the Speed Duel Secret Rares, because I'm pretty sure that Speed Duel Secret Rare is gonna go up in price once Dragon Tail comes out, if the Dragon Tail build does do good over here. Branded Fusion Ultimate Rare looks like it's going up in price. 27 listings on the market. It was sitting around like $13-ish, $14-ish dollars, but now we have it at $28.99, $29, $30, $35, $45, and then $40. You're still able to do plays with one branded fusion, because you have so many ways to access it. Of course, if you get ashed, it does hit the deck. If you get ash and hit branded fusion with it, it does stop the deck a little bit. But branded players branded has been out for a while, so branded players have already learned to play around that, right? I'm assuming even with one branded fusion, I think the deck is still playable. Sidenight mining, I know we're getting some new Attic Nister support in the future. Sidenight mining is going up in price. For the Core Century Secret Rare, it did come out in Core Century Bonanza, so it has different rarities available for my budget players. But the Core Century Secret is technically the highest rarity. We had it listed at $8 back in March. Now we have 24 listings on the market. We have our cheapest listing at $17 and $17.28, $17.70, and then $20 on the first page. Let me know how high you guys think Silent Mine could go. We're getting close to the end. Martial Metal Marcher. This is a card that's being teched in Yummy. I think they used 2 copies of this. We have 2 printings available for this card. We have a Maximum Gold, Premium Gold Rare printing. And then we have the Ultra Rare printing from the 2018 Megatins. I like Gold Rare. I know a lot of people don't like Gold Rare. So I'm going to settle for mine right here. But if you don't want to pick up this one, the Ultra is the only other version available for this card. Was sitting at 18 cents, but it's starting to climb up to $2, it looks like. Definitely something you want to keep an eye on. Check your bulk for. We'll see how high it hits once we get the Yummy archetype over here in the TCG. Relinquished Anima, looks like it's at 81 listing. This is a card I just keep an eye on every market watch. Not going up in price, not going down in price. It's just been steadily staying at that $3 price point, $3.99, $4.18, $4.20, $4.49, 81 listings. Highest rarity of Relinquished Anima we have, but it's also one of the only other Link 1 monster for level 1 monsters. The other one we had was Link Karibo, and that one, I think it's banned, right? I can't remember. That's why we're not playing, right? Because it's banned. And so our only other option for linking away the level 1 is Relinquished Anima. So it could come, back into the format one day. There might be a deck that could use Relinquished Anima. So I think the Core Century Seeker is a good pickup. Clockwork Knight, the Core Century Seeker is up in price. I know the other one is a little bit up in price, but not as much as the Core Century Secret Rare. This is a card you were able to pick up around like the $30 price point. Right now we have 20 listings on the market. We have the cheapest listing at $44.14, then $43.01, then after that we go up to $53, then $63 on the first page. I heard that you're able to use this in the Crystron strategy just to get I think one of the Crystron monsters into the graveyard and start your play. So I think that's why it went up in price. I mean, it is a good Link 1 too. It lets you add Clockwork Knight by sending a face-up continuous spell you control to the graveyard. But I think it's mostly being used just because it's a Link 1 that could get you a body into the graveyard. Next card we have is Core Century Secret Rare Swap Frog. This I think is a good pickup. I might be biased on this card just because I play sprites, and so I have high expectations for sprites. One of those decks that I have not seen getting tops at events, but I feel like the deck is pretty good. It could play through hand traps. It could still put up a decent board. It could come back into the format once we get a new ban list. So like I said, I might be biased on this. You guys could agree with me if you guys want. If you guys don't, let me know down in the comments as well. But yeah, I think it's a good pickup. It's at $12-ish, $11.75, $12.49. I can't see the history on it. I can't really see the history on it right now. But I think it's a good pickup and could go up in price. And the last cards I'm going to be talking about is the Tri-Brigade card. So I'm looking at these cards because I saw a Glider Beast build that topped an event. I think they didn't win it, but they did get a top at the event, and they were running a Tri-Brigade engine. So just wanted to come and check and see how the prices are doing. Looks like we have Baron Blossom above market price at 90. We have Bucephalos at 41, only 8 listings available, so it's low on listings. Airborne Assault, 20 listings, 490. We have Tri-Brigade Omen, Ominous Omen. This is their boss monster at 50 listings. Looks like it has a market price of $3. Revolt Core Sentry Secret Rare, sitting at $2-ish. Baron Blossoms. Oh, you have 2 versions available. We have Ultra Rares and Prismatic Secret Rares. Looks like they're both under $2. Fractal is one of the main ones that lets you get into your place, so it's still around $2, still pretty cheap. But just wanted to, wanted you guys to take a look and make note of this, just in case some other people want to try and mix like Gladiator Beast and Tri-Brigade. Other than that, like, there's not too much other stuff that's going up in the Tri-Brigade department. But yeah, let me know if you guys think that we'll be seeing some more Gladiator Beast Tri-Brigade builds in the future. That's going to be it for today's Market Watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return to Channel. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.